Seattle, Washington, December 3. Quarterback Russell Wilson, 3 of the Seattle Seahawks, warms up on the field before the game against the Philadelphia Eagles at CenturyLink Field on December 3, 2017 in Seattle, Washington. Photo by Otto Gruel Jr. Getty Images. Russell Wilson is the subject of the latest and greatest of all Seahawks trade rumors. Seattle traded Michael Bennett and released Richard Sherman. I get it. There is still rumbling about a possible Earl Thomas trade, I know. But trade Russell Wilson? You're kidding, right? The rumor mill has been running for a while now. 2 weeks ago, Jason LaCanfora of CBS Sports reported that Wilson and the Seahawks haven't discussed a contract extension at all. LaCanfora broaches the possibility of a trade here. Will the Seahawks be talking about a 5-year deal worth $30 million a year for Wilson come this time a year from now? If not, will there be trade rumblings given the supply-demand problems in the quarterback market? A hypothetical Wilson trade would have to be the blockbuster to end all blockbusters, right? LaCanfora makes it abundantly clear that he does not think a trade is likely at all. His article is much more about the quarterback market, and the vast sum of money it will take to keep Wilson. Regardless, he did use that hateful T-word. Then today we got this from the NFL Network's Jim Trotter. More from 12th Man Rising. Seahawks GM John Schneider visited a Josh Allen workout. This apparently got the attention of Russell Wilson's people, who basically asked, "Hey man, what's the deal here? You know, like when your husband looks out across the mall, and you notice HES eyeing this absolutely gorgeous girl and you think, you've been married for 6 years and all of a sudden HES clearly interested in someone else. How are you supposed to react, right? And then you remember your husband is a fashion photographer, and you realize, oh yeah, that's his job. And that's what Schneider is doing. He's doing his job. Regardless of your quarterback situation, regardless of your draft status, a general manager isn't doing their job if they don't have an accurate picture of the talent on the board." Page 2. GLENDALE-AZ, November 9. Quarterback Russell Wilson, 3 of the Seattle Seahawks, throws a pass during the first half of the NFL game against the Arizona Cardinals at the University of Phoenix Stadium on November 9, 2017 in Glendale, Arizona. Photo by Christian Peterson. Getty Images. There are 2 things stopping this from happening. 1, it's crazy, and 2, it's stupid. Okay, I have actual reasons, but those are totally valid. First, no quarterback with a resume of Russell Wilson has ever been traded at this stage of his career. Yes, I know Joe Montana got traded, thank you. He was 36 years old and lost his starting gig to Steve Young the prior. Drew Brees is a much better comparison. So let's dig in. Brees was the Chargers quarterback for 5 when he was traded to the Saints, 4 of those as their starter. In his 4 startings, he had passer ratings of 76.9, 67.5, 104.8, and 89.2. Add in his 1 game as a rookie, and he threw for 82 counts against 53 interceptions, for an overall passer rating of 84.9. Let's look at Russell Wilson. He'll use his first 5s, same as Brees. Hey, it's not my fault the Chargers didn't trust the rookie Drew Brees more than the 39-year-old Doug Flutie. Okay, back to Wilson. His passer ratings for his first 5s, 100.0, 101.2, 95.0, 110.1, and 92.6. Wilson threw 127 touchdowns versus 45 interceptions. His overall passer rating including last 95.4, which pulled it down, was 98.8. Brees is an amazing quarterback, but there is no comparison between Drew Brees after his 5th and Russell Wilson. Other big-name quarterbacks traded in early to mid-career include Carson Palmer, Jay Cutler, Drew Bledsoe, and Sam Bradford. Yes, Bradford is a special case, but I didn't give him tissue paper tendons. These are all really good players and yes, your mileage may vary, but none are close to Wilson. Page 3. NASHVILLETN, September 24. Quarterback Russell Wilson, 3 of the Seattle Seahawks, runs the ball against the Tennessee Titans at Nissan Stadium on September 24, 2017 in Nashville, Tennessee. Photo by Wesley Hitt. Getty Images. Now we move to the other major reason this alleged trade won't happen. No quarterback at Wilson's level has been traded, not at this point in their career. Do you really think the 49ers would have traded Joe Montana after he made his 2nd straight Pro Bowl and threw for a career high to that point 28 touchdowns? No team could possibly offer enough for him. Just as now, no team would ever give the Seahawks what they'd want for Wilson. There is ample evidence of the lowball trade market in the 2018 offseason already. The Seahawks reportedly want a first and a second-round pick for Earl Thomas. The Giants supposedly want the same, if not two number ones, for Odell Beckham Jr. Best of all, the Eagles have reportedly asked for 2 first-round picks for their Super Bowl hero Nick Foles. Let that sink in. Just roll that around on your tongue for a few seconds. 2 first-round picks for Nick Foles. Clearly that isn't happening, just as at least so far neither the Seahawks nor the Giants are getting their asking price for demonstrably better players. So what would the Seahawks ask for Russell Wilson? 3 years of first-round picks. No one is making that deal in this market. Jarvis Landry, who only has 400 receptions in 4 years, was traded for a 4th and a 7th-round pick. The Seahawks are not moving Russell Wilson for anything less than a crazy Mike Ditka-style deal. And that is never happening again. To the credit of both LaCanfora and Trotter, they clearly don't think the Seahawks are making any kind of move with Russell Wilson. The headlines make it seem they are, but they don't write the headlines. They're just mentioning the possibilities, like the moon falling out of orbit. Which is far more likely than Russell Wilson being traded.